Bryce. Oh my goodness. Talking to a friend of mine in Dallas yesterday, and it was 109. Woo! That's steamy, especially.
It is steamy.
Correct me if you disagree, but to me, in a city, heat is hotter because you got all the concrete and you got all the steel and the reflecting windows and stuff like that. So 109 in Dallas had to just feel miserable.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that assessment. It's always hotter for me in Washington, D.C., and I think it's for that exact reason. It's all the asphalt and buildings, trapping the heat right there.
And plus, it was built on a swamp, and
yeah,
there's a little humidity there, too. So, all right, how are you this morning? Doing well?
Doing good. You've been to that place in Lincoln that serves all sorts of specialty martinis?
Yes, I have.
They've got some good ones. You remember what you've tried?
I got a dirty martini.
Okay.
I've only been there once, and I've never, until that time, I had never had a martini. And so I'm like, give me a dirty martini. I didn't even know what I was ordering.
They've got all sorts of stuff. I'm sure they're not the only people that do this, but my go-to is like a Snickers one, I feel like, but they do all sorts of different candies, so chocolate mixtures, and I don't know, they're okay. It's one of those novelty things. You might enjoy one or two at the most and then move on. But
I wonder how many times a day their waiters and waitresses get shaken, not stirred. The old James Bond famous lines.
I don't know. We'll have to bring one of them on to interview them. Nonetheless, talking about martinis, there's some unique things you can do, as mentioned, but this might take the cake for the most unique.
Okay. Unique vodka. Is it vodka? I don't even know what goes in a martini. So.
Yeah, how about a little Velveeta and vodka?
Velveeta, vermouth, and vodka. Triple V. So...
Oh, I'm not making this up. Velveeta, that brand that has that cheese product. We'll get more on the cheese product.
I'm not sure it's actually cheese.
Yeah, I'll get to that here in a second. But yeah, Velveeta is trying to mix itself into a martini. Martini. I don't know what my words are anymore. They're actually partnering with a steakhouse chain that's agreed to put their item on the menu for $15 a pop. So, what do we have here? What will $15 get you? Well, it is a glass. We'll start with that. The rim, where they might have sugar or salt in a different one, has melted cheese dripping down the side.
Well, I like the sound of that.
We have Velveeta infused vodka inside the glass. And on top, you've got the old olive, which is stuffed with Velveeta cheese. Okay. And after every other olive, there's a little guy of Velveeta. I shouldn't keep calling it cheese. It's Velveeta.
It's Velveeta. Yeah, it's its own thing. I think it has its own thing on the element chart, too. So.
You have to, state regulations in most, maybe it's a federal thing, you have to have at least 51% cheese to call it cheese. And so instead it's a cheese product mostly made of protein concentration and a milk protein, milk, fat, all sorts of things like that. What do you think, though, of the Velveeta Martini?
I bet it actually tastes better than
you think so.
Does. I don't. I don't know. Parts of it, like the cheese stuffed olive, I like the sound of that. Melted cheese on the rim, that's okay. But the actual,
that's disgusting. This is Super Bowl in a crock pot cheese. Do not confuse that with fancy martini. $15 for a martini.
That's
don't put melted cheese on the rim.
You can buy 3 pounds of Velveeta for $15, but I don't know. I mean, when you said Velveeta infused vodka, I'm like, I don't like the sound. Something about that's just
seriously makes me want to gag the thought of it. If you'd like to buy one of these, again, $15 a piece. You can only get them at BLT restaurants. I'm not exactly sure at the American Steakhouse. I was trying to find out where is the closest one to where we're at here in Nebraska. I'm seeing New York, Charlotte, Washington, D.C., so might be isolated out on the East Coast.
There you go. The next time you're in Washington, D.C., enjoying the 109-degree swampy heat, you can get yourself a Velveeta Martini.
That's exactly what I want. It's not a puke.
Oh, it's 100 degrees. I think I'll have a cheese martini. All right, Bryce. I'm a little irpy now. Thank you very much.
Not a good thought.